Oh. Oh! Oh! What the This video was brought to you by Arete. Arete is a streetwear brand based in the UK that has designs inspired by mixed martial arts. They have designs inspired by fighters such as Khamzat Chimaev, Darren Till, and obviously Nate Diaz right here, guys. As you see, we have two pieces inspired by them right now. This beautiful "The King is Back" shirt in reference to when Conor McGregor defeated Nate Diaz in their rematch. But obviously, that first fight was epic. So as you see, I'm not surprised right here. A great piece. Love this hoodie, bro. It's so nice. It's so comfortable. Really good. To see their full clothing range, go click in the link in the description below, and if you want 10% off your order, use the code George10. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Never Bored With.
Oh shit! What?
No way! Hey, Jay! Oh shit! Hey y'all, welcome back to Never Bored With MMA. I'm your host, my co-host here,
Jason.
And today, guys, we'll be covering UFC 292's main event. Oh my goodness, for the Bantamweight Championship of the world. Aljamain Sterling versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. Jason, this is going to be a crazy fight. And what's interesting about this fight, Jason, is the narrative is the typical striker versus grappler. And what's great, it's that both these guys represent the peak of those skill sets. Yep. With Aljamain, basically the human backpack, essentially just making his way up to the top. With a couple losses, 2 decision losses, 1 knockout loss against Marlon Moraes. But honestly, having seen his career up until this point, he has made his stake to be one of the greatest bantamweights to grace the octagon, just simply because of his grappling prowess, how he's improved on his striking, and just his athleticism, and constantly improving from injury up until his peak performance now, bro.
Right.
But then we have Sean O'Malley, future star, rising up, and could solidify that stardom tonight.
Right.
If he potentially gets that dub over Aljamain Sterling. Epic striker, and as we've seen, has been known for accolades and knockouts. When he puts people down, he puts them to sleep.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. He's so much star power. Like you said before, people are hailing him as the next Conor McGregor of the sport just because of how much star power he brings. He's such a great fighter. Yeah. Cool vibe around him. Like everyone, all the fans probably want him to win too and stuff. Right. But as you know, MMA fans ourselves, we have to kind of be fair for at least for the discussion to be, to show what each fighter really has and what they can bring to this match tonight. Right. And Jason, I think I kind of talked about both of their fighters and each of their skill sets a little bit. Let's kind of see how they bring into their tonight. What are your thoughts, Jason?
I think honestly, when it comes to Aljamain Sterling, we kind of mentioned that he's the more grappler style.
Right.
Where we can guarantee he's gonna go for takedowns at some point in the fight.
Yeah.
If it's not in the first round, I'd be shocked. And then on the other side, Sean O'Malley is gonna be trying to keep that away from the ground, keep it on the feet, show his striking, his complex kicks, complex striking, and beat him like that. And the thing about this matchup is that there's a possibility where this could either be 5 rounds of just Aljamain trying to take him down, being successful, keeping him on the ground, or immediate knockout for Sean O'Malley. That's the thing about this fight. We don't know what's going to happen, but those are very huge possibilities, and that's why I think this fight is so big.
See, what I think interesting is, Jason, is that since the new MMA rule changes have been brought in, I feel like Aljo can't even depend on the ground, just the ground control anymore. He's probably going to have to go ground and pound in the earlier or later rounds if he's going to stick to his ground and pound approach, right?
Right.
Sean O'Malley's already kind of used to the idea of okay, I'm probably going to have to wrestle this guy a lot. I mean, we've seen his subtle improvements when he's fighting against opponents like Peter Yan, for example. That was his last opponent was Peter Yan, right?
Yeah.
But this is where it gets interesting because Peter Yan wasn't that much of... He's a fantastic crisp boxer his octagon career is similar to, Aljo's, where it's like one had one aspect of the game they were good at and improved other assets of the game as they kept going.
Right.
And Peter Yan had great wrestling defense as well. But he was putting it to works in Sean to where, even our reaction's still up on the internet, guys.
Yeah.
You see, we thought Yan did barely enough, at least. Well, we were actually at the time confident, but if you keep watching the fight, one day on Tuesday, you could be like Yan won, on Thursday, you could be like O'Malley won. So it's at the end of the day, it's kind of it's weird, but this is one of the biggest fights we need to reference for O'Malley because I think this is what's going to be key is how he's improved in his wrestling from that point on. I think he's done some grappling tournaments, some UFC grappling tournaments as well.
I've seen that, yeah.
And he's also been obviously working with his team as well to improve that. But the problem is that Aljamain Sterling, we know that he has more ways to win because we know his for sure way is grappling in.
Right.
Chances are he's going to be able to get O'Malley on the ground at least 1 or 2 times.
Hopefully, yeah.
For sure. But, I don't know, Jason. O'Malley's going to have to really be precise with
Crisp,
everything,
yeah.
as well as being aware of the takedown that's imminent.
Yeah, and I think even on the feet too. The thing that is going to be interesting is Aljo has a weird style.
Yeah.
He's not very like typical boxer style, because we saw that with Peter Yan. He was
Yeah.
very high guard.
Yeah.
Always having this high guard.
And with
Aljamain,
Muay Thai stuff
Muay
too.
Thai,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But Aljo is not like that. He has a completely different kind of style of fighting when it comes to striking. He throws from different angles. He's always has lower stance sometimes, and sometimes he'll pop up
with heavy leg kicks and stuff too.
Yeah, a lot of leg kicks. And another thing to also that I'm really looking forward to seeing is Aljo going to be on the front foot like he usually is, or do you think he's going to be a little hesitant to be so front, going forward as much because it's a striker, right?
Yeah, and plus O'Malley is he has a range to the side.
He's lengthy, so
exactly. Those leg kicks, and he's so fast too.
Right.
So that's the thing is O'Malley's going to be. We expect him to be crisp, but he's going to have to tune it up a bit if he's going to catch someone like Aljo, because Aljo is known for being able to blast the doubles and get the singles and just be very good and very tricky especially in the bantamweight division for his size too, because he fills up really well, and on top of that, he has that speed when it comes to grappling.
Yeah.
But it's going to be the timing for both of these fighters is going to, I think, really make the difference. But that's the thing. O'Malley's known for his timing. I mean, to be fair, Marlon, Marlon Moraes knocked out Aljo because of the same timing.
Yep.
I mean, not to say that Aljo hasn't improved, because obviously he's improved since that loss. I mean, he's the champ for God's sakes.
Right.
But at the same time, though, it's like, is he going to be able to... The chance of him ragdolling O'Malley is high. Getting a ground and pound TKO high, just because of all that. And O'Malley's tried and true path to victory. I mean, you could say it's jiu-jitsu, sure. I mean, and maybe I want to say Fantasyland where he gets a freaking choke out. But hey, Uber Hoska choked out Glover, so I can't really... Anything's possible now at this point. So actually, maybe O'Malley pulls into the Sugar Show sub. I don't know. That would be fucking crazy if that happens, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just an interesting fight, because I want to. It on paper it seems like it's gonna be like another easy night for Aljo, because he just has to. His really thing he has to do is get to the waist, get to his hips, drag him to the ground, get his back, and then boom, it's like another day at wrestling camp.
Another day for Aljo of what he does, what he normally would do. So, honestly, I think if at the same time, I really think if Sean O'Malley has the crisp boxing and the crisp timing on when he throws his shots, he could really put him out there, bro. He could really put his lights out, I think. I mean, we've seen it. But
here's the thing, though, right? Like, we've seen it, but then I go to opponents like Chris Matino, right? He was a dude that just came in from, like, the regional scene, and O'Malley literally broke his hands trying to knock this dude out. And that's the thing is, like, Aljo, he got, Marlon Moraes, but he's still very durable. He hasn't been knocked out since.
He is. I think.
And remember, he's going up against the guys like Sandhagen, Jan, Dillashaw. I mean, retired Dillashaw, sure, but I mean, bro, the guys he's going up against are tough dudes.
Oh, absolutely.
Too. So
I think the difference there was the heart of the fighter.
Yeah.
Of how much they're willing to take damage and not. Like Aljo, he can like you said, he has a chin. He can take damage.
Yeah.
We've seen it, but at the same time, he has been knocked out.
Right.
So, it is a possibility. That
I mean, the thing is, once you've been knocked out once, the possibility increases for sure.
100%. It's not a guarantee, but I'm saying it is possible.
I mean,
if
all the fighters that could land it probably would be O'Malley, but someone like Aljo's probably expecting it. But then we go back to the O'Malley side, where it's like, okay, his biggest thing is avoiding the takedowns, bringing that lateral movement, and getting ready to freaking sprawl when necessary. But also circling the octagon to where he can't put his back against the fence or even show his back against Aljo at all. Otherwise, it's going to be
moving at all. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, O'Malley's got great movement, but it's like this is going to be a real chance to where, like, his last time he faced against adversary, he had to really dig deep.
Yeah.
And that was against Periodon with the stand-up mixing with the grappling. How is he going to fare against someone whose whole bread and butter is just going to slam him on the ground?
Yeah.
Whose goal is slam on the ground, and if not even doing that, the idea of being slammed on the ground is ever present in every single minute, every second of that fight, just because of who he's fighting.
Right.
So is he okay? Well, then in that case, how am I get ready to get on the ground? But guess what? If I don't keep a high guard up, boom, I'm gonna get leg kicked. I'm gonna get fucking DP'd right now.
Yeah.
And that's another problem too. Is that like Aljo has advanced enough in the game where he's known for his wrestling, but he can start putting other things out there if he feels like it.
I think another thing, just side note that I was just thinking about. I will say Aljo has a lot of experience in the 5-round fights.
Yeah.
Whereas Sean O'Malley, this is his first 5-round fight, and it'll be something to keep an eye on because we don't know. I mean, people train for. Everyone trains like long rounds and does all that, but when it comes to that fight, you know, it's different. Like you got the adrenaline coming in, all these emotions, right? So it'll be interesting to see. Can he last those 5 rounds? Will he have that same energy, that same pop that he does like in the first few rounds as he does in 3rd, 4th, and 5th round, right? So, and I another thing sometimes I'm like, man, I wish Sean O'Malley's a huge fighter. He brings a lot of fans and all that, but I wish he was able to have some more tests before getting up here so fast. Yeah. Not to say he doesn't deserve it or anything, but it's just...
honestly, like, I would have probably fought Marab first as, like, a testing round. Just to like, there's
anybody, like... Because he literally went from being, like, number 13 or something to, like, number 2. Yeah. Fighting Peter Yan, right? Right. I like Sean O'Malley, so I'm not saying like, oh, he doesn't deserve this or anything. He 100% deserves it because he has the star power. Yeah, he has shown capabilities,
and he has the wins and the credibility for it too.
But it would have been interesting to see him fight somebody in the top 5 before fighting for the other than just fighting one time. Right. So either way, it's going to be interesting to see because that 5-round experience, will it be good enough for Aljo to not be tired and be able to show his dominance, or will Sean O'Malley be able to do his thing and knock him out or win by decision? I don't know.
See, damn, Jason, because honestly, like this, we kind of laid out the foundation of how every possible way this fight could go. But even then, like, what's great about being an MMA UFC fan is that no matter what, anything can happen. Honestly, guys, I think like we gave a holistic approach of how this fight could go. So let's kind of get into our final predictions, Jason. So I think money's probably going to be on Aljo, and I'm going to have to agree. Like the money's probably going to be on Aljo. Like the odds of him getting a takedown and sending his one on Sean are very high. Not that Sean isn't lengthy, and I mean it's hard to take down some of these lengthy guys, especially in these lighter divisions too. Right. But at the same time, like Aljo has so much experience doing that with other fighters, other people. Again, like fighting someone like Sandhagen, like who has similar kind of like lengthiness too. Like I feel like that Aljo see more opponents like Sugar Sean, then Sugar Sean has seen more of Aljo. So I think that, not to disrespect, what Sean O'Malley's done in the sport, right? But I mean, at the same time, it's like you're going from, like you said, such a huge jump from like going from 10, 11, 12, 8, at least being 8 in the world to like what? 2, and that jump is significantly. It's a huge jump. Like going from like the top 15 to like the top 5 is such a vast jump in talent. And the last time we saw that jump was like Peter Yan is like. It took a lot to get it there, and even then it was marginal. So Sean O'Malley has to cross his I, dot his T's, and get those knockouts in. Otherwise, he's gonna have to find something like that the rest of us haven't seen in Aljo's game. Right. And I think if anyone could, though, that's the thing. Sean O'Malley is very cerebral in the octagon. He's very aware of his surroundings and is very in tune with what happens in those situations. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he responds. But if Aljo can get a hold of him, then it's pretty much Aljo's turf. So and I think this is MMA for a reason. So I think that's why I'm putting my money on Aljo. What about you, Jason?
Well, what
I predict Aljo's gonna win. I think it's gonna be if Aljo really wants to if this is his last fight in this division, like he's saying it is, he's probably gonna go for a KO, TKO. I would say round 4 stoppage.
Round 4 stoppage.
I believe so. Yeah, I think he wants to take O'Malley into the later rounds, but not take intentionally, but I think O'Malley will have enough energy to get into the later rounds. But I think at some point, like O'Malley can only sprawl so many times and anticipate so many like touches on the leg before. Yeah. That's true. I mean, O'Malley's got great feints and stuff too, so that could that also plays another thing against Aljo. But I think Aljo's more likely to get a takedown. I think, in my opinion. So
yeah, I think the thing is that I was just thinking about right now was, if for some reason Sean O'Malley does hurt Aljo, Aljo always has his wrestling to kind of just like fall back on. Yeah. So that is something to keep an eye on, and because of that, I think I'm also going to go Aljo to win the fight. If I'm being honest, I'm actually going to go decision. I don't know. I just feel... I think Sean O'Malley has a good of enough chin and enough just to not get submitted or TKO'd. And I think it'll just go 5-round decision to him.
Honestly, that would be good because that gives O'Malley the experience. And if Aljo does win and leaves the division, then he probably would be next in line for the vacant title or something like that. Yeah. Or he can fight down to get practice from these other fighters too.
And then
So we'll see. But guys, you got our official prediction for how this fight's gonna go. And as you see, it's very hard because normally we predicted to be a traditional like grappler versus striker, but these guys are so talented, it gets closer and closer, and it's crazy. Here it is. Here's our reaction to UFC 292's main event for the Bantamweight Championship of the World. Aljamain Sterling versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. Look, all right, lateral movement. We're seeing it. I think he looked nervous. He was just probably like feeling it. All right, look at him. He's just twitching. He's moving. This is good. It's be good for Aljamain to chase after Sugar Sean.
Yeah.
See, though, if he gets O'Malley too close to the cage, that's when he can go for the sprawls and takedowns and stuff.
That is true.
See, I like how Aljo's not even giving indication he's doing takedown or anything. He's not even feinting the level change, which means when he does do, it's going to be so unexpected. Oh, right there. Anytime he just lowers himself to the ground.
What? Damn.
That's crazy, bro.
Why do they hate this man so much, bro?
I like he's feinting a little uppercut just to keep Sterling at bay a little.
Well, he's baiting him to come to the cage.
Yeah.
That's smart, bro.
Couple reactions from Sterling on the feints of O'Malley here in the early going.
O'Malley needs to keep it centered in the octagon, bro.
Damn, I'm sweating too.
I know, I'm kind of like, it's just kind of detention, bro.
It's like you just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, because O'Malley can, like, starch, you know? Oh. Oh. That's a good inside low kick. Dude. Oh! Good. I like the oblique kick. O'Malley going for takedown? That'd be fun.
Oh, imagine. Just goes for a double leg.
O'Malley, the odds of O'Malley getting a takedown would probably be super crazy. But O'Malley's just always receptive to what Aljo's doing.
Yeah.
Look at him. As soon as he moves forward, boom, readjust. Look at him, readjust.
Ah. It's like we're already in the fight and I'm still like nervous,
Yeah, I am, bro.
Oh yeah, look, leg kicks.
Yeah, so if we're basing it off that, then it's going to be... See, O'Malley's got to take his time. Look at him. I like he's keeping active, just so he doesn't give a chance for Aljo to settle in and look. All right, this is going to be important. Not a takedown yet, just a clinch exchange. All right, he's controlling the wrist. That's very good.
O'Malley's doing a good job defending. This was Aljamain trying to get close and do this. Land some shots in the clinch.
All right, look, he's trying to get his leg. Oh, no takedown, though. So I think Aljo gets it by like one or two. Like,
I think just from that last, because it was an even round.
Yeah. Initiating that wrestling exchange. Oh! And one slip up and Aljo seized it.
I said, I'm jumping.
Yes! Good job, O'Malley. But he's taking a little bit of punishment there, but that was good. That was very good of O'Malley. That's going to be a huge confidence booster. Oh. Oh! Oh!
What the Oh my god! No way!
Dude! Dude!
No way!
Oh! He did it!
He did it!
What the fuck? Oh, he found it!
Oh my god. Wow. He is no joke.
Holy shit.
Dude, we kept mentioning it, bro. Just, he could spark it with one shot.
Bro, we ate shit, bro. Holy fucking shit, bro. Holy
He's the
shit.
champ, bro.
He just did it, and he starched him in less than 3 rounds, bro. Holy shit. One.
Oh! Yeah, that was straight, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, that was like just perfect timing.
damn, bro. We said it in the prediction, too. The cerebralness of O'Malley to see those
The
things.
preciseness and the
Jesus Christ, bro. Do he cut up? Oh,
I would have
God.
expected. Yeah, he was dazed. That's why he
Yeah.
couldn't do anything.
Wow. My heart's still fucking pounding, bro. Another fucking amazing night of MMA. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit, guys. We are back from actually UFC 92's main event. Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling. Guys, I'm going to be honest. from our prediction, and I think a lot of us in the big space as a whole, a lot of us thought that, Aljamain was going to ragdoll Sean. And honestly, bro, that did not happen at all, bro. The narrative that we came into the fight, and as we, set up in our prediction part, clearly got fucked.
Yeah,
Clearly got shot on, and honestly, I can't be more happy because this is a way more exciting fight. To be honest, I predicted like a round 4, like KO, TKO for Sterling, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, I was expecting it to go like Aljo to grind it on the wrestling or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I thought that was just so crazy how it all turned out. Sean O'Malley, precise counter striking, crisp and everything, so cerebral, did everything right, bro. He did the game plan perfectly, bro.
Yeah,
amazing. Jason, give me your thoughts, bro.
Bro, honestly, man, we, like you said, we really got the prediction wrong here, and I just think we should have kind of expected it because of the sometimes Aljamain does just go that we talked about the forward pressure thing, right?
Yeah.
And that forward pressure was good, but when you don't do level changes on time and just go too much into the over commit on the striking, you get countered. That's exactly what happened. He over committed on the strike, and O'Malley was able to just move out of the way, and then bah.
Yeah, he straight up sparked him, bro. It was probably one of the most beautiful counter punches we've seen in the sport, bro. Picture perfect, the weight, the timing, what round it was in too. Because after that first one, we were like, all right, guys, it is a tight. The first one's gonna be ground harder score. Maybe Aljo gets that first round, right? Meaning that would dictate, all right, the wrestling. O'Malley almost gets taken in the second round, but gets himself free from it, and then boom, sets up the rest of the night, bro.
Yeah.
Holy shit, bro. And honestly, O'Malley did everything right. Lateral movement, super twitchy on the feints. When the wrestling was happening, he stayed calm, composed, fought there, used his natural advantages of that langliness to get him out of those situations.
Right.
Keep anticipating exactly. And I was interested because I thought Aljo was going to do more activity in those first rounds for the wrestling just to get some exchanges going.
Right.
But again, maybe he was like, "Oh, Sean's expecting. Let me just do it later." And I thought too during that, okay, he's going to say those exchanges for later.
Yeah.
And he did open it up in round 2 with it, but even so, I was like, "Damn!" And you could tell that punch he was trying to land was really, I think, an intention to set it up. He was probably hoping it would just clock him too on top of taking him down. I think.
But I think it was a little too overcommitted. It seemed. If anything, he should have just thrown it just a quick one and then, ducked under.
That's the thing, right? When you have these wrestlers that become strikers and then become real, comfortable with their hands, they're going 0 to 100 no matter which strike. Because that's a wrestler's trained to do. They're in the midst like that.
Right.
And they know that, I can beat them with my wrestling. I need to put power in my hands.
Right.
And so, as you see from even when Aljo did those spinning back fists on his other opponents too, they're not placed there. They're there to, okay, I'm throwing this at full speed to cover my behind type of shit, right?
Right.
And then the same thing here too, right? And you can see from, hitting the mitts and pads and stuff, I think he was trying to set up, the leg kick over the top to knock out O'Malley because of that range, but never got there because O'Malley closed the distance first and clocked him, bro.
Yeah.
So he took so much advantage. Even I thought it was crazy because I thought when Aljo was going to get him to the fence or whatever, and I was like, okay, he's setting this up, getting to the fence. O'Malley can't move unless he goes laterally, and Aljo can just pivot. But nah, O'Malley said, ain't no more wrestling tonight, baby. Knock, knock, good night. That's what happened, bro. Holy shit.
It was nuts. Nuts to see.
Gave him a good jawbreaker for a sugar show.
Yeah, honestly, really good jawbreaker for that one, man. He's not underestimate, but you really don't think that Sean O'Malley just has that kind of power. But when you see it and what he does to people, what he fights them, bro, it's nuts. And for him to do that to someone like Aljo that has been so dominant for some time now, to be able to just spark him like that and then basically do the last finishing shots and finish the fight, bro, he is a star. And I mean, honestly, someone that gets this much popularity and this much fame, he deserves it because he shows it in the cage too. I mean,
bro, with performance like that, he just pretty much put himself in Conor McGregor fast track. And if he pulls up 1 or 2 more wins, he definitely the thing is with Conor McGregor, he got the belt, went straight to the second belt, double champ status. But O'Malley can really marinate these wins to establish legacy, considering his speed. And then if he wants to go up or down, probably up. If he wants to do true double champ status and gets the belt against someone like Holloway or Volkanovski. Again, I'm not predicting for the future against what would happen, but if he goes to featherweight and those names are still there and he gets dubs in that sense, I'll tell you what, he'll be probably the greatest double champ ever if he gets it. Yeah, but again, that's us speculating, and all that. We don't have fighter stocks up, but we know that Sean O'Malley stonks went up for sure, right? For sure, bro.
They were already up, but now they're even higher.
They up and up now, shit, bro. It's crazy, man. But all right, guys. So if we're talking about what's next for these fighters, honestly, Aljo could make a case for a rematch, and I feel like after his soul searching, I can get back again. He'll probably feel like he could do it again. I feel like that's most likely to happen. But honestly, the next deserving is technically Merab because he is the number one contender. Cejudo, I feel like he needs to get a decent win. Like, he lost against Aljo already. He doesn't get seconds like that, right?
No.
It ain't going to be like a Sean Strickland situation up here. There's too many good contenders at Bantamweight. Yeah. So, if anything, worst case of Aljo, it should be Aljo, then Merab. And there's pretty much, if Corey Sandhagen...
I mean, the big one that it seems like
it has
the most popular one probably will be Cheeto Vera, I think.
But, dude, look at where Cheeto is, bro.
He's number 5.
Now, yeah.
Or no, he's number 6, I think.
Yeah, he's number 6, and like he kept his position, but even so, like.
But that's the fight he just called out too.
Yeah, because that's when everyone wanted to see because of the little leg kick incident stuff. But even then, I feel like that's just like. Cheeto
I don't think it should be either.
I think Merab should get it just because honestly this will predicate O'Malley to train again for more of these wrestlers, and he can have another chance to show that like. I got what it takes to be these wrestlers, and then from there, like, Cejudo probably wouldn't try to fight him at that point anyway, and then you'd have someone like Corey Sandhagen who'd be, and hopefully a Peter Yan rematch, and then these other guys up and coming with their striking that can make a difference. So, I honestly think that like Merab should definitely get in next. No, Aljo for sure, because again he's been dominant. Aljo's been dominant. I feel like he deserves a rematch.
Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, if he wants it seems like he still wants. He's probably going to think about everything for a bit.
Take some time, I guess. Like, he's definitely earned it, but if not, dude, send your boy Merab to get revenge.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Vera too. If I'm being honest, if he called him out, he's a champ. He gets to make the pick now, right?
Yeah, but I guess, but like it'd be what makes the most money, and like.
But even during the conference, he was like, yeah. I think who wants to see me and Merab fight? Like, he's like, I think everyone would rather see me and Cheeto Vera fight because of the history. I'm like, okay.
Sure, like maybe because of the history, but like, dude, like, Cheeto's just not going to be like, it's going to be such a boring ass fight. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, not to disrespect Cheeto, but like, we've seen him like, he's got good, we see him as fighting against Munoz today. Like, he's got good crisp boxing and striking and all that, sure, but it's just the activity is just going to be on, O'Malley's side. Both these guys are good counterpunchers, but based on what we just saw today, like O'Malley might be the better counterpuncher just because of what we saw. So yeah, Jason, I think we did. What are your thoughts on the potential matchups?
I mean, I don't think if it's gonna be any other, because usually anytime someone calls someone out like that, it's usually what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But if that doesn't happen, I would want to see the Merab one for sure.
Yeah.
The Aljo one, I mean, it's there, but even Aljo didn't really seem like I want another shot. He's kind of said like, "Oh."
I mean, to be fair, he did get finished, so he probably isn't ready to be like, "All right, what's my options?" But in his head, he's probably like, "Man, I can't believe I got fucking starched like that." And he probably wants his get back. And to be honest, it'd be a disservice to the division if he didn't. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really able to get Henry Cejudo to come back and fight, in a title, like, are you telling me that Aljo, who's an active champ, can't get a rematch like that too? It just doesn't make sense in my opinion in that sense. But hey,
yeah, I mean, since it was like a quick fight, it's not like he has any injuries or.
Right.
So yeah, it is possible. But yeah, honestly, it's gonna be either probably Cheeto Vera, Merab, or Aljo. I think in one of those orders, it'll be one of those.
Let's rank it then. I think Merab would be crazy because of the jacket beef, but Aljo is deserving, then Cheeto, and then pretty much anyone else.
But yeah, bro.
Yeah, guys, what a crazy fight that we just saw. We thought it was going to be some kind of long, drawn-out war on the ground for, Gracie Barra, black belt status type of shit.
I know.
And wrestling, some wrestling Greco-Roman style. Nah, bro, no Dagestan type shit needed today, bro. O'Malley kept in the hands. Yeah, except for Whaley, but I respect Whaley Nurmagomedov now. So also shout out to Whaley for retaining her belt. Made it look easy too. What a great performance in there as well. Just to shout out that. But honestly, Sugar Stone did it, bro. He came in clutch, bro. That he brought the Sugar Show with his punches, bro, and literally knocked the lights out of Aljo. That was crazy, bro. And I can't wait to see what's next for the division now because. Again, there's a big commentary about like the division kind of being locked up because of Merab and Aljo, those coveted spots. But now the division, the excitement is open up now. So we'll see what happens next, guys. But guys, before we go, make sure if you want 10% off Epic MMA Streetwear, link in the description below. Leave this video a like, subscribe, and also get us your thoughts on this fight as well. What were your thoughts on Weili's win, but also more importantly, what were your thoughts on Sean O'Malley starching Aljamain? And a lot of us thought how it was going to be, but let us know how you thought the fight was going to go versus how surprised you were to see how it went. Because I definitely, if based on our reaction, I think you guys would agree that like we definitely weren't expecting that shit to happen. Craziness, bro. Guys, thank you guys for watching another episode of Never Bored with MMA. I'm your host, George, with my co-host here.
Jason.
Y'all have a good one. Peace.